What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for lineups.com. Talk a little Thursday night football between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. If you've not done so already, hit that subscribe button. Do appreciate it. Keeps everything free here on the channel. As we look over here on the odds page at lineups, we can see 1.5 across the industry right now in favor of Seattle. Now, this is a line flip, but, the insignificant line flip of through zero. But, it does give you some sentiment of how people think that this game might go, or at least the early sentiment of how they thought this game might go, where this line was sitting at 1.5 on the Cardinals side of things, now at 1.5 over on Seattle side of things on the road against Arizona. 43.5 is our total here in this one. Good news for Seattle. They look like they will have two pieces of their secondary, and Witherspoon and Love back out there for them, which is huge for a defense that's played good already as it is anyway. So a good defense should get even better with two more pieces getting back in there for them here in this one, going up against Arizona that's really struggled to find consistent offense. And then, of course, loses James Conner for the season, which certainly is going to affect how this offense plays out, at least for, a game or two as they figure out how to get Trey Benson worked in as the number one running back there for them. Guys, this is pretty easy for me. I instantly, when this thing opened up as Seattle a dog, took Seattle as a dog. I don't really care that it's a 1.5 on the other side. I would still play Seattle. I think Seattle could win this game on the other side of a field goal. Wouldn't surprise me. If you're one of those people who likes to get a little wacky with your plays or something, if you wanted to play some 1.5 and then also maybe put it out on the other side of 3 and play some -3.5 and get some plus money on that, I think that is in play as well here for this. I do respect both of these defenses, and Cardinals kind of under the radar have a decent defense, a sneaky decent defense, certainly at least through the first 3 weeks of the season as we start to look at some of these defensive metrics start to take a little bit more shape, right? I mean, they're not completely where we want them to be yet, but 4 or 5 games is at least enough of a sample size for us to get an idea of where these teams are at. But through the first 3 weeks, I mean, this is kind of a middle of the pack defense from the Cardinals, maybe even on the good side of middle of the pack. And so they've been able to keep this team, in some of these games where Kyler Murray and the offense has struggled mightily, mainly Marvin Harrison, and trying to find anything going with Marvin Harrison. I really wish I could credit whoever this was on Twitter that put this out, but if it was you, thanks for this little nugget here, that Marvin Harrison has had 6 catches in a game twice in his career so far. I know it's not a long career, but I mean, you're supposed to be a wide receiver 1. You've had 6 catches twice in your whole career. So this is just one of those deals for me where I wonder how they're going to consistently move the ball against this defense, and I just don't think that they will. I think Benson's going to be fine eventually, but it's a short week where he has to take over as the starter, and I don't know how much they're going to be able to figure out how to effectively work him in either. So give me Seattle. I like Seattle a lot in this one. I have a lean towards the under, but I'm not quite willing to get there. If you like to do the whole same game parlay stuff, if you wanted to take like this total up and then play the under, it's fine. I think, again, like I said, I have some decent respect for both of these defenses, and I don't think that Seattle's just going to march up and down the field by any stretch. And I think the Cardinals will have some success, certainly underneath, which is what kind of takes us to the prop market over here. And Trey McBride is the guy that should benefit the most. Strong corners, strong secondary, all of that. But over the middle stuff has, at least so far for Seattle, has been, if there's any weak spot in this defense, it would be that. People would say it would be over the middle, kind of the intermediary routes and things like that. Well, Trey McBride just absolutely thrives in those. And then also, look, Kyler Murray is just very confident in throwing those balls to him as well. And so I like McBride. I think I'd rather play yards than receptions, but I think you can kind of either or, especially getting, even money or plus money or something like that on 7. But, 60 allows for kind of one at least mid-range catch to kind of get us closer to this number. I would shop around. Look, here's the deal. We've talked about this on the channel already, but a 61.5 at -110 is better than a 60.5 at -140. So, so just shop around. Somebody will have a better number, I think, than what MGM is popping up right now with this -140 on the 60.5. But that's really my only 2 plays in this game. I have a decent lean on the rushing side of things to the under on Trey Benson until we figure out if this is actually going to work with him and if he's actually going to be the bell cow in this. I mean, here's the deal. We're just assuming he's going to get all the carries, but they have other backs on the roster. Now, they're not as talented as Trey Benson and all of that. But listen, these NFL coaches have confused us for years as to how they use these running backs. And so we have not seen with our own eyes that Benson's going to be the bell cow. And so with that, I have a pretty strong lean to the under on his rushing total as well here in this game. Let me see it with my eyes first, and then we can make our adjustments from that. So, guys, I'm just going to be on Seattle, going to be on some McBride props as I think that's the most logical way for the Cardinals to be able to move the ball against this pretty stout Seattle defense. And then, like I said, pretty strong lean. If I'm running a same game parlay, I'll have some under on Trey Benson from a rushing standpoint as well. Guys, if you have not done so far already, go in, subscribe to the channel, listen in the comment section how you're going to play this one. Sam Darnold just continues to roll along, and I know you're going to roll your eyes when I tell you this, and it is small sample size, but through 3 weeks, Sam Darnold is your #1 graded passer according to Pro Football Focus in the NFL. Yes, ahead of Matthew Stafford and Josh Allen and all these guys like that. It is Sam Darnold, your #1 graded passer through 3 weeks in the NFL. I think he keeps it going here against Arizona, and they get the win on the road. Hit that subscribe button, and good luck on all your Thursday night football plays.